The Apple AirPods Pro and the new Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro are two of the best earbuds on the market. They both have active noise cancellation, great sound quality, and just about every feature you'd want in a good pair of earbuds. So how do the two actually stack up, and which one's the better buy? Well, in this video, I'll break down the similarities and differences between these two earbuds in 6 different categories, including the sound quality, an active noise cancellation test, a microphone test, features, and everything else you'll need to know to figure out which one is the best pair to buy. So category 1, the first thing we're going to talk about is some of the basic differences between these earbuds, and of the basic differences, the first one you're likely to notice is going to be the price. Now, even though the AirPods Pro are a year and a half older, they are still selling for the most part at their original price of $249. Now, the Galaxy Buds Pro are released at $199, so $50 cheaper. Of course, like I said, the AirPods Pro are a year and a half old now, so it is a little bit more likely you'll find them on sale somewhere around $220, but in general, I would expect to pay about a $50 difference between these earbuds. Now, keep that in mind throughout the rest of this video, because, other than that, there's a lot of similarities between these earbuds. Now, with that being said, the second big difference I want to talk about in the fundamentals here is going to be the appearance. Now, I'll let you guys judge for yourselves, and you can comment down below, kind of a vote of see which one you guys think looks better. Personally, I'll tell you my opinion. I would say that the Galaxy Buds, they fit tighter in your ear. They're a little more subtle. Yes, it's kind of a high gloss finish there, but I think they look better in my own personal opinion. There's also 3 different colors to choose from the silver one, the black one as I have here, and of course the purple version. Whereas if you're looking at the AirPods Pro, it's just white. You can only choose from the white one, unless you get some kind of like bootleg AirPods, which obviously is not AirPods, but you're gonna get white AirPods. I've never been a huge fan of the AirPods look. I know it is really popular. A lot of people really go out of their way and they want that little stem in your ear, but personally, I would lean more towards the Galaxy Buds Pro. But like I said, leave a comment down below. Let me know which one you guys think looks better. And speaking of wearing them, I want to talk a little bit about the comfort and stability of these. So if you're going for a run, if you're doing whatever, do they stay in your ears? And the AirPods are older, so I can say that from my own experience, wearing these for like a year and a half now, they definitely do a great job. They're very comfortable, they stay in your ears, you never feel like they're too tight or they have too much pressure, but they also never feel like they're gonna fall out. So the AirPods do a fantastic job of that. Now, while the Galaxy Buds are really new and I don't have enough experience to say if they're as good as the AirPods, the one thing I can point out is that they are a little bit less convenient to put in your ear. It's a little bit like a long cylinder, and so I find that I'm like kind of wiggling it around a lot to get it in my ear. Last year, in the Galaxy Buds Plus, those definitely beat the AirPods because they had the wingtips. This year, the Galaxy Buds Pro, they don't have a wingtip. So as far as comfort goes, they're both pretty even, but I would say stability might be slightly better with the AirPods Pro. Of course, only time will tell as I continue to wear these when I run, but for the most part, they're gonna be really, really similar there. And when you are working out, something you might be considering in a pair of earbuds is the water resistance rating. And while both of these do more than enough for, average sweat or rain, if you are worried about dropping them in a puddle or anything like that, then the Galaxy Buds Plus, or Galaxy Buds Pro rather, do have an advantage. They're IPX7 rated, whereas the AirPods are just IPX4. Again, IPX4 is just like splashing in any direction, whereas IPX7, you should be completely fine if you drop these, say, in a puddle. As far as the cases go, they're both very similar in size, very compact, convenient cases. They both have wireless charging. Of course, the Apple AirPods Pro here have the Lightning charger, whereas the Galaxy Buds have USB Type-C. I think that's an advantage for the Galaxy Buds, just because that's typically more common of a cable to be kicking around. And of course, on the inside, you'll see that the earbuds are held very differently. So the AirPods Pro, you can't really set it upright on a table, like while you can't charge it and have them sitting there, but the Galaxy Buds, of course you can. So I think the case design is slightly better on the Galaxy Buds compared to the AirPods, but of course they're both very compact and the cases overall do a great job. Now, as far as controls go on the earbuds, this is a big fundamental difference between these, and it kind of comes down to what your preference is. I can't really decide on a specific winner here. I'll tell you my preference in a second, but to control the songs, to control whatever you're doing with these earbuds, starting with the AirPods, on the stem, you have to pinch it. It's a little force sensor. So that's beneficial if you're wearing gloves or if you're worried about accidental touches. It's nice to have that. But at the same time, it's a little bit more inconvenient to have to go and pinch it versus just tapping it, which is what you're doing on the Galaxy Buds Pro. The Galaxy Buds Pro, just like the Galaxy Buds Live and the Plus and the originals, just have touch sensors on the outside, so you can double tap, triple tap, whatever you're doing right there, and you can actually customize that as well within the app, which I'll talk about features later on in the video. But as far as controls go, personally, I would probably prefer the Galaxy Buds Pro in most situations. If you live in a cold environment, or if your hands are wet, like I don't know, if it rains a lot or something, then maybe you would have an advantage of using the AirPods Pro. But I mean, that's just, again, my take. You can leave a comment down below and let me know which of those you think is best. And then the last difference I want to point out within this category of basic differences is the battery differences here. So while both of these do have approximately the same battery life in the earbuds when you have active noise cancellation on, they do vary a lot when you start to incorporate the case, or if you talk about when ANC is off, and it gets a little complicated. But essentially, the AirPods are 4.5 hours with ANC on, or 5 hours with ANC off in the earbuds. And then when you include the case, you have 24 total hours of listening. A pretty solid battery life there, but definitely not leading the pack. Now, the Galaxy Buds Plus, however, have 5 hours with ANC on in the earbuds. Again, similar to the AirPods, but once you turn ANC off, you have 8 hours per earbud, which is honestly an excellent battery life there. And then with the case, you have 18 total hours with ANC on, or you have 28 hours if you turn off active noise cancellation. So in summary, these have a really similar battery life if you have active noise cancellation on. If you don't care about ANC and you're not going to have it on anyway, then, I mean, realistically, you should probably consider the Galaxy Buds Plus. All right, so category number 2 is the microphone comparison. So I'm going to start off indoors. This is a studio environment. And this is what it sounds like with the Galaxy Buds Pro. So the microphones on here, I believe there's 3 per earbud, but there's like jaw sensors, like a lot of stuff going on. So comment down below. I know that these have an excellent microphone, but we're going to see how these actually compare indoors and outdoors to the AirPods Pro. And now this is the microphone on the AirPods Pro. So comment down below and let me know which one you think sounds better indoors. Like I said, we're going to head outside now to a louder environment to see how these sound if you're, say, next to like a busy road, for example. All right, so this is what the Galaxy Buds Pro sound like with a busy road right behind me. All right, so this is what the AirPods Pro sound like on a busy road with a bunch of traffic behind me. It's also windy out here, so let me know if you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, so let's roll into category number 3 here and start talking about the differences in features between these two different earbuds, because honestly, there are a lot of great earbuds out there, and one of the main reasons I like to recommend the Galaxy Buds lineup and the AirPods lineup to people is because they're just so versatile. They have a lot of features that allow you to really customize these earbuds for any use case out there, whether you're working out or gaming or working on your laptop. Like, they really have a lot of great features, and so let's talk about some of the differences. Now, the first one, the AirPods Pro have a feature that is not seen in the Galaxy Buds, and that is the fit test. So when you first put on the whatever tip you choose, you put it in your ears. On an iPhone, you can go in and do a fit test. It'll help you decide if you have the right fit and the right seal in your ear to make sure that you're optimizing the active noise cancellation and the sound quality. Now, of course, you can probably guess on the right fit yourself, but regardless, I mean, it's a feature worth mentioning. Now, on the flip side, if you're looking to do a lot of gaming, then the Galaxy Buds Plus have a gaming mode, which is going to reduce the latency and make it, essentially, you're gonna have less lag between the audio and the video for whatever game you're playing. Now, keep in mind, if you're watching something like YouTube, a lot of apps already compensate for this, so you really won't notice any lag with either one of these. But, I mean, that's why it's specifically called gaming mode. Some games don't really do that as well, and so it's important for some people to have a low latency, and that's what the Galaxy Buds Pro have. Now, another feature the Galaxy Buds Pro have is the voice recognition. So if you have active noise cancellation on and you're wearing your earbuds, and then you just start speaking. Say you're getting on a plane and you see a flight attendant, you can just start speaking. It'll switch over to transparency mode, which even though both of these have transparency mode and both of these have active noise cancellation, the switching automatically whenever you speak is a really nice thing that you're only going to see on the Galaxy Buds Pro. Something that's automatic on the AirPods Pro, however, is the adaptive EQ. So yes, you can equalize either one of these, but the adaptive EQ on the AirPods Pro should make it pretty convenient in any environment you're in, any kind of music you're listening to. It should be doing a pretty good job. Now, I'm going to talk more about compatibility later on in this video, but the Galaxy Buds Pro do have an app, which is the Galaxy Wear app. Of course, you're going to use that for really any Samsung device you're connecting to your phone. But of course, that's available on Samsung devices as well as any other Android device or any iOS device. And within that app, a cool feature they have is called Find My Buds. So if your earbuds, I mean, honestly, like these are small little spherical buds. If you drop them and they roll away, you can turn that on. It'll make a pretty loud chirping sound, and it does make it significantly easier to find your earbuds. That's something that I really like about the Galaxy Buds Pro, because like I said, like they do have a tendency to roll away if you drop them. Now, of course, there are a lot of really similar features on both of these. They both have some form of like spatial audio or like Dolby head tracking audio, which kind of lets you look around and it sounds like you're there in 3D. Of course, that doesn't actually work on most media right now, but in the future, as more of that media does come out, it's going to be an exciting feature to have on, and like I said, it's on both of these. So category number 4 is active noise cancellation. Both of these do a great job. They both have excellent active noise cancellation, but I'm going to jump over to a test on my desktop just to kind of illustrate some of the differences in relative magnitude of these earbuds. But really to summarize, like they both do a great job. The Galaxy Buds Pro do have 2 different levels, a high and a low, whereas the AirPods are just, I assume, high all the time. All right, so just for a quick active noise cancellation test, I'm going to compare just the relative magnitude here. So if I just turn on some white noise playing on a tablet, definitely not a perfect test, but if I turn it down, I can get up to about volume 5 or 6 before I start to hear it with these, and once you get to 7, it's like very, very clear. You can hear exactly the sounds. But now let's switch over to the AirPods to see how they do. Okay, so now with the AirPods starting off, you can get to, that's volume 6 right there. Looks like volume 7 is where you start to hear it. I feel like I'm yelling. And then if we go up to volume 8, it's still like pretty subtle. So with the AirPods, I would say that they're definitely more powerful with the active noise cancellation, but honestly, they both do a pretty good job. Category number 5 is the sound quality, which is obviously really important in a pair of earbuds. The good news is both of these have a really good sound quality. If I was going to break down some of the differences, I would probably say that the AirPods Pro are better for the mids, like the vocal range, and more of like acoustic guitar type stuff. So if you're listening to a lot of Ed Sheeran or podcasts or anything in that category, then you're going to like the AirPods Pro. Of course, the Galaxy Buds also do an excellent job, but where the AirPods don't really shine is with the lower bass. They don't really have a prominent, powerful bass, where the Galaxy Buds Pro, even though it's not a massive bass, it is a step up from the AirPods. So that's a noticeable difference. It's something that I do prefer because I'm listening to a little bit more of like alt rock type stuff. And so with that, you're going to get probably a better sound quality out of the Galaxy Buds Pro. But like I said, both of them do sound really good. The only other thing I'd maybe note is that the AirPods do have a little bit of an emphasis on like the higher maybe cymbals. So it does give you the appearance of slightly more clarity. But again, you can really EQ that and change that within the Galaxy Wear app. Now guys, that's what I have to say about the AirPods Pro and the Galaxy Buds Pro. It's a battle of the pros here. They're both really great earbuds. They both sound excellent, excellent ANC, and it comes down to, I mean, honestly, which one comes at a better deal maybe, or if you really want to focus on the operating system, it is a little bit more convenient to have the AirPods with an iPhone or the Galaxy Buds. Well, the Galaxy Buds work with anything. So, I mean, comment down below. Let me know which one you like better and why. I wish there was a more definitive answer, but these are just so similar that buying either one, like, you're not going to go wrong. If you enjoyed this video, guys, consider liking and subscribing. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.